This is sketch 5 and the second part of sketch 5 that mentioned I would give you a demonstration for. Made some changes you need to be aware of. Instead of making the footing 8 units wide, we're going to make the footing 6 units wide, which is roughly 2 times larger. So basically operate off of 2 times larger on everything, and you would begin by measuring with your piece of paper, your little paper gauge. Strike a line and then start down pretty low on the sheet. It doesn't talk about centering it or anything, but you need to start down pretty low and construct 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 your guidelines, construction lines for your footing. Now, when you measure the height of the footer, you find that it is approximately 1.5. There we go. So we'll make that 3 then. 1, 2, 3. And so your footings start, I would say, a couple of blocks off of a couple of grid marks off of the base of the sheet, and then work your way up that way, measuring as you go. This is also 1.5, so it'll be centered. Okay, and you would measure over 1.5 because you're doubling it, so you measure over 1.5 to make the foundation wall, and measure each part, your sill and your rim joist, they call this, and your joist, your plate. Basically, this portion here is your stud, and this would be your sheathing on the outside of your exterior face of your stud. So go ahead, and doesn't say to, but go ahead and label. Place the labels on there. Remember to make those 1/8 of an inch. Do not double the size of those. And then before when you're finished with all the outline, all the visible lines, recreate this dot pattern for concrete, and then place little rocks is what those are. So usually just little triangular shapes that are kind of heavy, usually not filled in. I think it just appears that way because of the printing process kind of closed it up. And remember to make your outlines all thick, and then your inside lines here, they're showing up the same thickness, but it looks better if you make those a little thinner. Okay, not lighter, but thinner. Remember, on line weights, there are different widths, thicknesses of lines, but they are of the same darkness, and so they all should look fairly black, but just thin. Of course, there's a subfloor right there too that you can darken in, as you see there, and just be black. And then there's drywall going up this way. There is a symbol for each of those, but it's too small to worry with, and it is a sketch, and just darkening in will suffice. So good luck on that, and take your time with it. Sketch some good dark lines, and you should do well.